Hey everybody, this is K Hoops. I haven't posted any Rift Wizard content in a while, but since Rift Wizard 2 has recently left early access, I wanted to make a little video for new players, just going over some of the mechanics. So when you click New Game, you can do a normal game, or the trials, which are like, cool challenge runs, like Oneer. All spells are free, but you can only purchase one. Mutant Masher, each level is additional variant boss monsters. So these are just for people who want to really get in the weeds. But there's also weekly runs which change every week, and you can do mutated runs as well. So let's click on normal game. Oh, whoops. This is usually not the starting song, but I had accidentally messed up my previous recording. So usually you'd hear a different track at the beginning. If you're new, click how to play. These are the controls. These are the status effects. It looks like the two new status effects are not on here. So I should tell Dylan about that ASAP. The two new status effects are Silence, which will prevent you from casting a spell, and Fear, which I believe characters go away from enemies instead of towards them. So one of the main differences with Rift Wizard 2 is at the end of each realm, your HP and your spell charges refresh automatically, but there are less healing and mana potions to be found throughout the run. There's also only 2 SP for the first several levels, so the power creep is a little slower than Rift Wizard 1. Also, enemy variety and the intensity of the enemies escalates much quicker in Rift Wizard 2. Making it much harder to brute force a build and requiring you to respond more naturally and creatively to what's being presented to you. I definitely prefer that, especially for high level play. It keeps the game more engaging. Definitely there are people that will prefer the flow of Rift Wizard 1, but as someone that has played a lot of Rift Wizard 1, at some point, like, when you really know the game inside out, you can just like win 100% of the time and just like brute force any build you want, which can get a little stale, where Rift Wizard 2 does a much better job at kind of forcing you to adapt and try out new things. Another reason this is the case is instead of shrines, which were in Rift Wizard 1, those have been done away with, which kind of gave like a huge bonus to one spell. We now have equipment, and equipment can interact in really fun ways, opening up synergies and combos that aren't really possible every run, which does kind of play more into that adaptive play style that's a little closer to like what you'd expect from a traditional roguelike, even though, Rift Wizard doesn't have a lot of elements of the more traditional roguelikes. So we're going to go to our character sheet. We're going to learn a spell. We only have 1 SP right now, which will allow us to just pick the level 1 spells. If you were feeling brave, you could scoop up these SP orbs and, buy something a little more expensive. But I'm going to go with Magic Missile. I will purchase that. Another difference with Rift Wizard 2 is you can only purchase 1 upgrade. Where Rift Wizard 1, you could purchase as many as you wanted, but they were less creative and more incremental, like, oh, you're doing more damage, higher radius. Where these are like strictly unique, like Shield Burn is going to strip shields, Disruption Bolt is going to change the damage type, Arcane Crossfire, when you cast Magic Missile, up to 4 additional missiles are fired from Arcane allies, and my favorite for Magic Missile is Ricochet, where our missiles are going to bounce. Assuming this run gets going, there's a high probability I will purchase this. So alright, let's get to it. Hopefully level 1 is not going to fluster anybody. And in Rift Wizard 1, I would be careful with how many shots I'm firing, but here we can see I just recharged, so not a big deal. It is it's important throughout the whole game, but it's very important early on to be very careful about the levels you are selecting. When you are new to the game, this can take a lot of time and can maybe be frustrating depending on your play style, but as you get familiar with the game, you're not going to spend that much time. It's kind of like obvious if you can do a level or not. So like if I had picked Fireball, I would probably love to pick this level. because I would probably have just like dropped down on this SP and purchased Prince of Ruin early on and cleared this level quite easily. Since I only have like a single target attack right now, this doesn't look too exciting for me to choose, and I probably don't need any of that gear. This level will be easier for us, I think, unless these witches get out of control. Also, that gear is not directly related to what we're doing, but I guess I don't know what we're doing. And this level feels like a definite no for what I'm doing with Magic Missile, which might be a good time to introduce a new feature of Rift Wizard 2. You can always get a free reroll by pressing R. Alright, so we're going to get kind of a second chance to see. And here's an example of how quickly this game can escalate. Like, we have Breath Stealer, which is a new enemy and kind of difficult. This is like a pretty hairy, scary Realm 2, especially for starting with Magic Missile. And again, we've got like some really beefy orcs, which would be kind of hard. And then this is probably going to be our choice, because snakes are not too bad, even though it might be a little hard with just Magic Missile. So I'll probably have to purchase another spell on this level. But Sorcery Staff is going to give us 50% damage to range, 1 radius, and 1 number of targets. That 1 target is going to be great later on for us, because that will give us an extra target for Ricochet. So I do like that. But I do want to think about what our next spell is going to be. I might start on an orb, waste a teleporter, go here and pick that up. Or the other way around, because, yeah, coming up here would be better because I'm closer to stuff. Actually, I don't need to stick with our Arcane. Since we're so early on, it doesn't matter too much, but I do like Arcane stuff. Maybe a little silly to get Disperse right away. Here, let's just see what we can do with just Magic Missile. Well, I am worried about these guys. Let's look at our arcane skills. No, Thorn Garden's too much. That was what I was thinking about. Well, let's just be inefficient and just see what we can get away with just Magic Missile. Let's see. We've got a layer here and a layer here. I'm going to teleport myself to the top and just get this first layer out ASAP. Okay, that's really sad. My Magic Missile is 1 damage point shy of killing these snakes. So yeah, I will just learn a new spell now just to be safe. I do think... Oh, Blaze Rip is 3 now. Whoops. I was gonna get Blaze Rip, which I guess I'm not. What does this one do again? Dang. I should have started on that memory orb. This Blaze Rip would be a way cooler choice than any of these. But I guess let's just diversify a bit. Just get a fire spell just so we have different damage types. And we're spending less SP. Whoops. Misclicking. How embarrassing. Alright, well, that wasn't too hard. But yeah, purchasing that fireball will kind of slow our build a little bit, but it's never bad to have a fireball. As you can see, its radius and damage is increased because of the sorcery staff, so not bad. Alright, let's just see these next levels. Okay. Where is... Okay. Mystic Daggers, pretty chill for this build. These guys, Cursed Cats, are going to reincarnate. I'm going to be super lazy, especially early on. Bag of Spikes is super chill early on because they can kind of just do their thing and kind of finish the level for us. Let's just try to get rid of these long-range characters, and then we should be totally fine. Alright, we are more than good to go here. I'm very liberal with using items, especially in the early game. I just like to get through it to get more into the meat and potatoes of the run. I kind of feel like in the late game, I mean, items are still important, but I think stuff like that carries a much higher weight early on. So I'm going to get Mystic Flag, which will increase the one number of summons for things tagged with Arcane. Actually, let me double check. It should be an Arcane and Living tag. Yeah, it is, because Thorngarden will then have more summons, which, since we have Magic Missile, we might use later. So just planning for ahead. Alright, we can go down here. Not too bad. Oh yeah, new to Riftwizard 2 also are exotic pets. And the exotic pets, they just tag along with you the whole game, so if they die on a level, they'll be back the next level. You can have as many exotic pets as your heart desires. And they are, another new system in the game is the modifier system, where Riftwizard 1 had more like handcrafted boss variants. So there was like a lot of like individual flavor with the characters, but in some ways it was kind of less intelligible and more messy to tell what was going on the screen, where Riftwizard 2 just has a modifier system. So this is a centaur, but it is a troll-blooded centaur, so its HP will be higher, it will regenerate health. You can see the stats there before choosing. This is an infernal vampire. So it's going to get the Chaos tag, and on when it dies, it will spawn 10 imps. So that's what like the Infernal tag does. Then we have Metallic Spore Beast, which is going to like increase its resist, make it more tanky. None of these really lean into arcane stuff, so let's just let's see, when damages, there is a chance to heal all units. No, I don't want that. Let's just go with this guy. But what's gonna do this level the quickest? I mean, there's no one too beefy, although these guys are resistant to arcane. Let's just get Ricochet right away, since this is an open level. I might regret that. I don't know if the tooltip will change, but we should be getting 3 bounces of Magic Missile instead of 2. I'm going to start on the death dice in case I get nervous. I forgot how to open the combat log. Is it M? Okay. So here, Wizard uses Magic Missile. Wizard deals 17 damage, 10 damage, 9. Yeah, it looks like it was cast 3 extra times, so that's great. And we can see how Ricochet really benefits from this. And we don't even, with Ricochet, like I can hit my Magic Missile here, even though I'm out of range, and it's still going to bounce around, so that has some nice utility as well. And let's get our first pet. I personally don't care about pets too much. It's rare for me to like really lean into them, but they can be helpful, especially depending on which pets you get and how early in the game. Alright, so now you can see we can pick up 3 SP per level. So I guess that starts in Realm 5. Let's check out these rewards real quick. Lightning Helm, we probably don't need to worry about. I don't think we'll be leaning into lightning. Winged boots grant flying, which means I could go into chasms, which is not as cool as it sounds, but you know, it is fun to watch your wizard fly. And each turn deal 15 arcane damage to one random enemy currently afflicted with poison. I don't think we're leaning into poison. And the last one was each non-fire ally you summon has a chance. Oh, we're gonna get that because that later on, if we get the thorn garden, there's a chance for them to be burning, which would be pretty awesome. So let's see. We might get Disperse and then get Violent Warp, because Violent Warp is going to cast Magic Missile out of that, which will then be casting Ricochet, so that could be cool. But see, the game's starting to get hard now. This might be tricky with just having 2 cantrips right now, so luckily, so this is a new enemy, Rockworms. They can burrow, so if there was tiles, they would just beeline straight to you through the tiles. Just trying to think of the safest space to start. Let's start here. Alright, we got rid of the beefiest guy, so this level's actually going to be not a big deal. Alright, cool. That was actually pretty mellow. Okay, I'm gonna get Jar of Embers. Alright, Scroll of Spells are replacing the, like, I just forgot the vernacular for them, but the kind of like sigils that you would step on in Rift Wizard 1 that would allow you an SP discount. Instead of doing that, we just have Scroll of Spells where you can just get one of the spells from the scroll for free, which is pretty cool. So right now I'm kind of just focusing on the gear first. I might actually want to go here if it doesn't look too bad. Which it kind of, I don't know if I want to deal with. Oh, yeah, there's Stonefisher burrowing. I'm just gonna re-roll. I do need to get a heart sooner or later though, because I'm pretty flimsy. Can't really say no to another bag of spikes. And let's check what the Nature Helm is going to do for us. Nature spells and skills gain 25 damage. Nature spells and skills, no, that's not going to affect the skill I was planning on getting. This isn't too bad. Yeah, let's just do this. Get another pet on our hands. Immortal Silent Spectre, Metallic Steel Spider, a Clay Gnome. Let's pretty chill. Or that. Yeah, let's get a Clay Gnome just for the lulz. I'm gonna go to the character sheet now. I'm gonna get my first skill of the game. And it is going to be Thorn Garden. And the reason I'm doing this is because I'm going to get, I guess, nothing from this, because that's a sorcery staff, but I am going to get 1 extra summon from the Mystic Flag Trinket, and some of them might be burning. So that is cool. So we can see the Burning Faithorn. It has the same HP, but it has a fire aura and explodes on death. So now my Faithorns are a lot better than they were before. Okay. Oh, there are more flags, which none of those flags apply to what we're trying to do. But the claw will bump up minion damage, so that could be worthwhile getting the Mystic Claw. I still should be thinking about getting a Ruby Heart, so if this level doesn't look too scary, let's see. Yeah, they only do 1 physical damage. We can just go here. Let's see. All damage taken is shared evenly among all monsters with the same name. Okay, that's fine. I'm just going to start directly on this, just because I'm going to take some fire right away. Whoops. Alright, so open levels are pretty great for the Ricochet on Magic Missile. Alright, so there are a few modifiers for levels. So usually you would not see a big boss like this early in the game, but this is because of the modifier. There's also a modifier where there's going to be more wizards early on, but we're gonna stay clear of this because I don't think we have the firepower to take this out right now. If we were running a build centered around Melt, where we were using fire damage to then decrease its physical resistance, this would be totally fine to do, but our build is just not set up for this. Again, a huge part of your success in this game is learning to assess what you can and can't do, and that is something that would be very difficult for us to do right now. Alright, so here, I think, the Silent Spectre, and it doesn't look like it's on the tooltip, but since it says silent, I'm assuming it will trigger the silence buff, so it looks like that needs to be updated as well. This level, despite having evil fairies, I think is going to be the easiest for us. Since this level's open, I might get the Arcane Orb. Actually, let's... So, Arcane Orb casts your Magic Missile spell, which is awesome because our Magic Missile has Ricochet, so we're just going to do that. And we can get an upgrade which would change that to Blaze Rip, which we do not have. We can get Double Shot, where it's going to cast our Magic Missile twice. Or Orb Detonation, where if we kill our orb, it's going to fire Magic Missile 12 times, which with the Ricochet, you can do the math there. That's pretty cool. I'll probably get double shot. But let's just start away from harm. Or not. Yeah, let's just start down here and just spam out some orbs. And I'm going to go to the menu and I'm going to turn it up to X Turbo. I was playing on Turbo before. Normal's way too slow for my taste. X Turbo is going to basically cut off most of the animation. So, and I'm just going to spam Magic Missile even though we're far away. Okay, we're almost cool. We're good. Easy. Alright, let's get another pet. Burning Red Slime, a little redundant, but why not? That's got shields. Oof. I feel Soul Jars might get in our way because they're stationary. Let's just get this. Actually, let's get the slime. Why not? Okay. Just to highlight this is a good newbie staff. Spriggan Maker. Whenever an enemy dies, summon a Spriggan where it was. When Spriggans die, they turn into like something similar to a Faithorn, but it's like a thorn bush. So you can get you can do lots of cool stuff with the nature tag with this one. So totally worth it. But I'm just gonna keep this because I like this 50% damage upgrade. This is an open level. I'm pretty much gonna go here. I think we're leaning into the open level world right now. Yep, definitely here. And since this is so open, I'm gonna start as far away from possible, as from the kobolds. So I'm just gonna chill out in this corner. I'm gonna get the double shot, and we're just gonna let it rip. So even our Arcane Orb can burn. So any allies that are not natively fire tagged can get that burning modifier. All right. Well, and since these do physical, it might be worth getting Melt at some point if we have SP to spare later on. Alright, so Arcane Orbs are doing some serious work right now. Okay, so this is another just like, what? We could tackle 3 big boys right away. I don't want to. I'm not feeling spicy right now, but yeah. But there they are, just for the record. I know the art style I've made for this game is divisive, and most of you would not consider this top shelf. But I'm very proud of myself for getting this wing animation down. I do like the look of that. But oh yeah, and if you didn't know, I'm the visual artist and sound effects and soundtrack guy for the game. I also really like how this Pillar of Bones looks. Alright, we are being blessed with plenty of open levels. Let's see. Ooh, we don't want that. I don't think. Whenever you cast a spell... Oh, sorry. Whenever you cast a spell, if your most recently cast spell was exactly 1 level lower, cast a random known cantrip on any one. Okay. No, that's going to replace our sorcery staff. I should have made that look like a staff. What was I thinking? I didn't know that was a staff when I did the asset for it. But I like the idea of a wizard walking around with an abacus. That's pretty cute. Yeah, we're going to get this ink pipe, so every 3 turns the nearest 2 enemies are afflicted with blind. That's going to be the best for us. I guess these arcane spiders are 100% arcane resist, but we do have other ways of dealing damage, so we're okay. Let's just start in this top corner. Oh no, so you cannot fire orbs through enemies, like you do need like 1 free space, so that is a little unfortunate for us. I should have been thinking about that, but oh well. I guess we'll start with Magic Missile then. Okay, now we've got space. Whoops, I keep clicking Fireball. Okay. So even though Arcane is going to do nothing to these, I'm still going to just like shoot Magic Missile around them because the Fae Thorns can hurt them. So alright. I think we've just got a few dudes left. Again, open levels are what we are looking for this build. Certain build types would definitely prefer more mazy levels, so that's another thing to take into account, like depending on how you're crafting your build, different level generation is going to be like much easier for you. This could work for us, because whenever a living unit dies, gain 5 HP. And our thorns are living, but let's just take Ink Pipe, since that's just a nice passive that, regardless of what we do, that will just benefit any build. Again, we are being blessed with an abundance of open levels. We could probably start doing these now, but I'm playing for survival. I'm not trying to flex, but this one's open, so it would be maybe the exception of the Nightmare Turtle, which has arcane resist, but only 50. Like, to me, if it's not 100% resist, it's trivial. Which I know this game having 100% resist bothers some people, but I think it's definitely essential in like finding ways to work around that. Because honestly, like even in something like Path of Akra, which I adore, I never look at resist in that game just because I know it doesn't go to 100, and you know, when you're doing like thousands of instances of anything, it just doesn't matter. It's just the difference between killing something immediately and slightly, you know, more slowly. So I'm definitely an advocate of just being brutal with the resist. Kind of forces you to play more carefully. And oh, I like the Living Flag. Okay, I don't remember what Idol of Fiery Vengeance does. Whenever an ally dies, deal 9 fire damage to a random enemy unit up to 3 tiles away. That is not too scary. I like the idea of getting the Living Flag trinket. This stage would provide less resistance for us, but I do like the Living Flag as a reward more. I'm going to start right on it, which is maybe not wise. So let's get that Living Flag. We do have 8 SP. Maybe let's get Crackle Void, since we are doing a lot of arcane damage, which can we can then go from that into Stormcaller, and then, as I say, all roads lead to Shatter Shards, which will really help us in the late game. Just to be safe, I'm going to use the Golden Stopwatch, just since we're kind of starting in a precarious place, and I have plenty of stopwatches right now. So we're just going to drop these orbs out. We're getting a lot of Faithorns now, which is pretty cool. Just going to send our orbs out to do our bidding. Visibility, it's kind of bad over there, so let's hold off on using that last orb. And let's just try to get out these chunky dudes. Oh wow. Cool. Alright, well, let's just let our allies have fun. I don't care about being turn efficient right now. Here we go. Okay, this level's probably a no, and I'll show you why. 75 arcane resist, 50 and 50, and 75 and 50. Actually, we can do this level. It is not a no. Let's see. Let's say maybe no there. And we could do this. That's 150, not ideal. What's the reward? Conjuration spell. Oh, does this have a conjuration tag? No, that's just nature arcane. Okay. I just lost. Where am I? There we go. Actually, I don't want any of those. We have nothing with a conjuration tag, so let's do these wizards. I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna be very lazy. Pop one of those. Oh no! I totally forgot that Starfire Spirits are gonna be made. Whoops! We can't hurt them. Well, we can, but it's gonna be difficult too. But we also have 6 SP, so I'm just gonna drop these out. This is like stupid of me because they're gonna gain HP whenever they witness me drop an arcane orb, but you know, whatever. And I'm just gonna chill for a second and hope he dies. Oh, they're just gonna peace out in 2 turns anyways. That's whatever. Cool. Never mind, that level was super chill. People say this game's hard, this game's easy. Okay, let's just check out layouts. I mean, at this point, I think I'm hunting layouts over anything else. Shrew's really cute, right? I like Shrew, he's a cutie. Whoa. I think we can stack Jar of Embers. Whoa. Yeah, let's do this. I might instantly die on this, but that sounds fun enough. Let's get Arcane, let's get Disperse. Let's put Violent Warp on this, and let's try to Violent Warp this level. We still have 5 SP. Can we get Stormcaller? We can. Alright, what's this gonna do? Whenever an ally deals damage, it heals. Okay, cool. Let's do this. This could backfire. I don't really care. If I die in this level, you get the gist of what's going on with this game. We'll start here. Let's get Stormcaller. And let's start with the good old-fashioned Disperse. Alright, I think we're fine. Cool. I think we'll be okay. Wahoo. Let's send out an Arcane Orb just for kicks. Yeah, so what I'm doing with this Disperse, in case I went too quickly, cast Magic Missile on all teleported enemies. And that is going to also recast Ricochet on all teleported enemies. So that's a lot of free firepower. Okay, cool. Like this. It's probably goodbye to everyone. Cool. That was fun. Again, so easy. If I keep saying that, I'm just going to probably get my ass kicked sooner than later. Let's see, Monkey Skull, sorcery spells, gain 3 conjuration spells and skills. No. I don't want to replace my rod. Yeah, let's just get this, because I think those stack. No. Maybe. Actually, yeah. I mean, when these Starfire Chimera split, I will be dealing with 100 resist, but we've got multiple damage types now. We should be okay. Flesh Colossus is pretty nasty, and there's Star Swimmers, which I don't want to deal with. Yeah, let's do this. I think it's fine. I'm just going to start in this corner. Just going to get everybody away from me. And then we're going to orb it up. And one thing you can do with orbs, which is a bit of a gamble because you don't know where they're going to teleport to. So there is an orb spell called Orb Control, which allows you to retarget the orbs, but Disperse will throw the orbs into random places, but they're still going to track to the same location. So that's a little pro tip to get sneaky with your orbs, because now they have a much further distance to travel, which is kind of awesome for us. So don't tell Dylan. He might, he hasn't nerfed it out yet, but that will be our little secret. All right, and I'm just gonna spam my missile from here because this guy is kind of dropping. I might get Melt at some point. I can't remember if it's 4 SP. Fire. My eyes are not working right now. Melting Arm. Yeah, it's 4. That'd be worth picking up. Alright. Yeah, let's get Melt. Or no, let's get Shatter Shards first, just since that usually puts on more of a show. Getting another pet is going to make it very hard to do Arcane Orb on our initial turns, but let's get a Burning Purple Pachyderm. That sounds fun. Actually, let's get this skull. I'm gonna just re-roll, which we could have done that second level I looked at, but oh, cool. We're going here because we can get Glittering Dance for free, which is kind of awesome with what we're trying to do right now. Yeah, let's go here. Let's just start far away from trouble. Goodbye, Stormbringer. Alright, so we can get a free skill here. I'm going to get Glittering Dance. So whenever you cast 3 arcane spells in a row, we gain a charge of a random translocation spell, which will give us more Disperse. And just, I mean, we can just cast Disperse to get more Disperse. We're also going to be getting some fairies out of this, so that is very fortuitous for our builds. Oh, I misspoke when I used the term sigil earlier. Sigils are now the term used for creating spawners. So you can, if we went here, we could choose to get a spawner. I usually don't worry too much about those, but kind of cool. Alright, this might be a little hairy, but I still think we could start there. So I'm at the point where I'm getting a little cocky, which might be bad for us. I'm gonna get Melt, which might not be the best thing to get right now, but why can't my eye see it? There it is. I mean, this level is pretty nasty. There's not really any good starting points. This can wreck us. I mean, everything. This is kind of rough. Can anything? I don't know. Let's just risk it. Actually, let's not risk it. Let's stopwatch it. And I'm just putting out these guys to kind of create some fodder to protect me from the giant mass. But we can see Melting Armor is quite strong on here. So now when these buddies do physical damage, it will be much more beneficial. Sorry, I'm getting a little more quiet. It's hard for me to talk and talk and talk and talk. Alright. Each turn extend poison duration by 1 on each poison enemy. I feel like Lamasu's healing allies in a 30 tolerate. Okay. I really hate Mind Vampires. The draining a spell charge. I've gotten just wrecked by these too many times. Okay, not open enough. Let's re-roll. We might regret that, but you know what? I think we'll do this one. Unless there's something chiller. These Flaming Eyes could really wreck us, but we could get the Fiery Judgment. Let's see, whenever you cast it, no. How much fire damage are we doing? Maybe not enough to care about Fiery Judgment, but I do like that more than just getting another pet. Like, we don't need any more pets. Let's do this. This is terrifying. We're going to start in the middle. I am going to just blow another golden stopwatch since we've been getting so many of those. And I'll disperse first. And then start doing Arcane Orb. Alright, didn't even make it out of the stopwatch. That is cool. We are gonna scoop up Fiery Judgment. We have 12 SP. We are doing a decent amount of sorcery damage, I think. Well, no, Crackle Void Shadow. No, maybe we're not. I'm a little at a loss for what to get next. All spells and skills gain numb targets. Let's just do that. So we are doing a lot of Arcane and Lightning. So we could get the enchantment Fey Haunt Garden, which I believe this was pretty much one of the shrines in Rift Wizard 1. But I might just stick to this right now, because we have enough utility just kind of using Arcane Orb, Disperse, and Magic Missile with our equipment and skills that I might just kind of load up on skills. We could up our radius. This could work. We don't need it right away. Void Flame Lantern, whenever we cast a fire arcane spell, gain Star Quenched. Arcane deals. Let's get that. Got 3 more. Are there any skills that cheap? No. Okay. Oh, you know what? It would be worth getting Prince of Ruin if we can. I'm gonna roll, which this level is doable, but I'm just gonna roll, which might be a bad idea. Oof, yeah, not good visibility there. Not good visibility there. And a little hairy, but let's try this. This could be scary, but let's start here and learn Prince of Ruin, which is cheaper in this game. Dylan is so generous to make basically one of the best skills even cheaper and with more tags. So this can get like super busted now that it has the Fire, Lightning, and Chaos tags. So you can get Prince of Ruin to be super beefy. I'm just using this late game in case we encounter some more like Bone Shamblers and stuff. Just get the chaff out of the way. Alright, I'm gonna just use Disperse twice just to get everything away from me. Not everything away from me. Alright. Yeah, we're chill. Ugh. Okay. Man, too many pets. I am not getting this turtle. This turtle will hurt us. Yeah. Fuck that guy. Yeah, let's get an Infernal Titan Chaos Ball. Chaos Ball, I imagine, could do some friendly fire, but that's just so beefy, it's hard to say no. Okay, we could do this for sure. Actually, can we? Yeah, we can. We could do this, and we could do all of these. They both have ruby hearts. I'm actually having a hard time assessing which one will be easier. That's got fire resist. Let me peek at this one more time. I'm just gonna go here. There's not any like super great starting spots, but we'll just disperse out those dudes. Throw some orbs. And let's see. Let's Alright, this might be where the run ends. These bosses can be pretty rough. So, Void Egg, Shield Tide, all allies teleport I-beams. This might be okay. These 5x5 bosses are pretty gnarly. Pope the Frog. This is, just to clarify, this is not advocating any Pepe the Frog nonsense. It is just a frog pope, so there's no underlying, you know, culture war bullshit with this character. So please don't read into this. This is not some 4chan shit. For the record, this is a frog, kind of with some Catholic garb, even though he's dark. 35 damage. He cannot take more than 700 damage in a turn. There's a lot of... Ugh. They're not going to take any fire damage. That's not great. This one just has way more bosses. Does it? No, they both have lots of bosses. Let's just start here. I'm going to be a coward in Golden Stopwatch. Get some arcane orbs out here. Alright, and I'm going to risk the disperse. Ah, that made it actually a little closer for some of those. Let's disperse them. Okay, we're in a pretty good place. This should be totally fine. At the very least, we're going to make it to Mordred. Oh, whoops, I misclicked. Alright, we're getting it's getting too close to us. Man, he's got a lot of stacks of melting armor. Can we scroll down on this? There's a... I don't remember how to... I think you can scroll down on this, I just don't remember how. Okay. Cool. Well, we have made it to Mordred. I've got a lot of SP. I wonder if I should just hang on to it and use it as needed. just to flex. Yeah, why not? Let's just use it as needed. Oh man. Oh, you know what? Fireball, we're gonna get Meteor, which the center will do physical damage, which is great for melts, abusing melts. Mordred is pretty far away from us, but that's okay. Oh, I'm blind! Ugh. Well, let's just use the mana potion. Not that we need to, but we have plenty. I'm blind for 2 more turns. Wish I could fireball him from here. Oh, wishes do come true. I guess I'm gonna heal. I am scared of him touching me, so get out of here. Where did he go? Alright, I think he's dead. Oh no, one more? Okay. Where's our little buddy? Okay. Alright, he's on his way. Where am I? I guess I could have done this more efficiently, but that's okay. Alright. That is Rift Wizard 2. Hopefully that is helpful if you are a new player, and if you are an old player, hopefully you enjoyed the video all the same. Victory, the Dark Wizard is slain, his beasts have been broken and made tame, the beauty of Avalon will be built again, your soul is permitted to sleep and dream once more. Thank you for watching, everybody.